Virgin Atlantic is the UK's second largest long-haul airline, but how good are they really? In this video, as I take my mother on a trip to the Grand Canyon, we fly from London Heathrow Airport to Los Angeles International Airport to find out. We start this video to the Grand Canyon at Heathrow Terminal 3.
Excuse me. Where is Los Angeles check-in? Thank you very much.
Are you going to use the wheelchair all the way to the airplane, darling?
Yeah, if possible.
My colleague number 20. I wish you a very good flight.
Perfect. Thank you very much.
My pleasure.
Appreciate it.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Morning, how are
Good
you?
morning. I'm fine. Thank you. Yourself?
Fine, I'm okay. Where are you going today anyway?
Los Angeles.
Oh, your passport. And the wheel facing you, Just tell me.
Thank you. Cheers. Thank you.
I have to say that the Virgin Atlantic check-in process was very painless, and the staff were super friendly and accommodating for my mother, who requires special assistance. But now it was time to head through security. Once through security, we were taken through to the special assistance waiting room. However, we didn't have long to wait here before heading for our flight. Once our flight was ready for boarding, my mother was taken to the gate, while I was left to take the wheelchair to the gate myself. Getting to the gate on my own, it was just a case of waiting for the aircraft to start boarding.
Okay, so as you can see, my mother's been taken by the special assistance people to the gate, and I've been left to take the wheelchair. So we brought the wheelchair to the gate. It's gate 18 we're leaving from. There's an American Airlines flight leaving just now, so just gonna hang about the gate. As you can probably tell, this video's been filmed a bit differently because I am acting as like mobility for my own mother. So yeah, being filmed a bit differently, but should still be a great flight on Virgin Atlantic. Haven't done too much of Heathrow Airport just because I've had other priorities to look after. So yeah, looking forward to getting on Virgin Atlantic over to Los Angeles. But anyway, let's wait for the flight, get on board and get over to Los Angeles.
Our Virgin Atlantic aircraft today is this Boeing 787-9, named Lady Freedom.
And of course, you all know me, I couldn't go a whole video without getting my coffee, so got myself an overpriced Cafe Nero. £4. I mean, for a coffee. It's not even a fancy coffee, it's black coffee, filter coffee. Still, coffee is coffee.
And not long after getting my coffee, I was reunited with my mother and boarding was started.
I'm fine, thanks. Yourself?
Yeah, good, thank you. Just your passports, please.
Yep.
Here. Yeah. Then when we do pre-boarding, we're not for anyone needing section systems to board there. Thank you.
Okay.
I also want to say that the Virgin Atlantic staff have been amazing at every step of the boarding process. They have been very helpful and friendly, and I honestly can't fault them. Soon it was time for boarding and we were asked to board first.
Perfect, thank you.
Getting on board Virgin Atlantic 787-9 in economy, the seating is laid out in a 3-3-3 setup.
Okay, sat down on our seat now. Let me just talk you through what's been left at the seat for us. We've got a blanket, as you'd expect, as well as a small pillow and some headphones that come wrapped, but not in plastic. I'll also just show you around the seat to see how much legroom you get. Seat looks pretty good actually, pretty fine. As you can see, you've got tons of legroom, absolutely fine for a economy flight. You've got folding out tray table as well, which is a bit spongy, but we'll make it work. Also at the seat, you do get a nice headrest. It's actually very comfortable. It's got a lot of padding, which, yeah, it's little touches like that make it really nice. Do like adding that they have on the headrest here. And the recline function as well, which is down here. The reclines quite a bit. Yeah, good recline, especially for a 12-hour flight, which is what this is from London Heathrow to Los Angeles. So quite a long flight. Not the longest we've done, but quite a long flight.
Above the seats there are also lights and air vents. I also like the lighting that Virgin Atlantic used throughout their cabins. Once everyone had got themselves settled in, the safety video was played, and it is definitely one of the more quirky safety videos that I've seen. While we wait for pushback, let's take a look at the in-flight entertainment system. There's a plenty large enough selection of movies and TV shows to choose from. They also have my favourite thing in an RFE system, a moving map, which nicely shows the routes that we are flying on today. With Heathrow at its usual busy self, we were pushed back from the stand here at Terminal 3. Once pushed back, the engines are fired up and we taxi our way out to the runway, slowly negotiating our way around the other aircraft movements here at Heathrow. After waiting around 10 to 15 minutes, it was our turn to line up on the runway for takeoff. Taking off out of London Heathrow Airport, flight time over to Los Angeles should be around 11 hours 30 minutes. After taking off and settling into the cruise, approaching Ireland, the crew came around with a drink and snack service. I went for the crunchy corn and a Brewdog beer. The crunchy corn is actually really nice, and I find myself liking this stuff more and more. And I'm sorry for everyone once again, as I simply cannot pour a decent beer. I know my technique needs improvement. Passing over Dublin and getting some great views of Dublin Airport, I do actually manage to pour somewhat respectable beer. After we cross Ireland and head out over the Atlantic Ocean, the meal services started. I went for the barbecued chicken, which came with a roll, side salad, a chocolate mousse for dessert, as well as cheese and crackers. A glass of red wine was also served. My mother went for the mac and cheese, which came with everything else previously mentioned. After the meal service, tea and coffee was offered, and I of course went for a coffee.
Okay, so we've just had dinner and I went for the barbecue chicken, as you saw. It was actually really nice. The piece of chicken wasn't dry at all. It was very tender. The salad was very nice as well as all the extras that came with it. The dessert was a vegan chocolate mousse thing, which actually was really nice. Yeah, had 2 rounds of drinks so far. Can't really complain. So yeah, Virgin Atlantic, you're doing pretty well so far, I must say. But anyway, I am going to try and get a bit of a sleep now. I think there's another meal service later. Like I say, the flight is 10 hours, not the 12 hours that I said earlier and got wrong. So yeah, about a third of the way through it now. So yeah, pretty good so far.
Looking at the bathroom, it is quite clean and spacious, and it's also accompanied with Virgin's nice ambient lighting. Soon, we were flying over Greenland, which gave us some amazing views out of the window, and the crew came around with an ice bowl for everyone. After this, and leaving Greenland, I decided to try and get a few hours sleep, waking up as we were passing over Canada, and the crew came around with another light meal service, this time consisting of a toastie and a drink offering. I decided to try a Bloody Mary again. I keep getting told to try this in the sky. Personally, I think it's nice, but I don't see a huge difference than having it on the ground. But that's just me. If you're liking this video, then why not consider becoming a Patreon? The link is in the description below, and anything you give goes into making videos like this one.
So as you saw there, we had a cheese and tomato toastie. It was really nice. Better than a lot of like the light snacks that you get on a lot of other airlines in economy for like the second meal. So really cannot complain. It's impressive me so far, Virgin Atlantic. The duration of the flight, the crew are just fantastic. They've done another 2 drink services. Yeah, the crew are just fantastic, really friendly, get you anything you want, and have a smile on their face. Yeah, can't ask for more, really. Cannot ask for more.
After we crossed into the United States of America, the crew also came around with a high tea service, consisting of a few sandwiches, a scone or scone, I'll let you fight it out in the comments which is which, cream, jam, and a fruit chocolate thing. Now, however, here comes the real dilemma. Cream first or jam first? Cream or jam? You let me know down in the comments below which you think is correct. I kinda chickened out and tried to sidestep getting it wrong and did it both ways. And don't shout at me, but they both taste exactly the same.
So this flight has been amazing so far, but there is just one gripe I have with it, and it's this headrest. It just doesn't stay in the position you put it in. It just drops as soon as you set it, so yeah, you can push it up, but so easily just drops down again. Of course, I wouldn't do it now because talking to you about it, yeah, been dropping on me a few times, but it's a tiny gripe. Can't really complain about it, to be honest. This has been a brilliant flight. Well done, Virgin Atlantic. Well done so far.
Just quickly, why not subscribe and stay up to date with all my travels? And don't forget to hit that bell icon.
Okay, so now we have just begun our descent into Los Angeles. Still about half an hour of the flight to go. Yeah, just begun our descent now, just across the Sierra Nevada mountains. Yeah, it's been a good flight. 10-hour flight. Been a very, very good flight. I think I will fly Virgin Atlantic again, to be honest. Yeah, impressed me a lot.
Soon we were beginning our descent into Los Angeles, and Los Angeles' LAX. Landing into Los Angeles International Airport, all that is left to do is to taxi our way around to the stand, which actually would take around another 20 minutes, but it gives us a chance to see some of the aircraft movements here at LAX. I should say that I got these flights as a reward flight, but not through the normal way you would expect. I actually got these flights by converting Tesco Club Card points into Virgin Miles. When you do a conversion, each Tesco Club Card point converts to 2 Virgin Miles. I think it's a great service that not enough people take advantage of. Pulling up to the stand, that concludes our flight on Virgin Atlantic. All I can say here now really is that Virgin Atlantic were great. I cannot fault them on this flight.
Yes, thank you very much.
The staff were amazing with the passengers and in assisting my mother who has less mobility. The service on board was great and the flight was comfortable, so I definitely recommend Virgin Atlantic. If you like this video, then please consider checking out this video here. And as always people, we will see you all in the next one.